As you set out to consciously go on this journey of truly creating the life that you want and rediscovering your nature as a creator of your universe, I'm going to share with you one of the things that is probably stopping you from actually materializing and creating the things that you desire in life. And a lot of times we think it's about techniques, we think it's about philosophies, we think it's about, the right book, listening to a particular teacher or a way of thinking. But really, the things that are really stopping us isn't what we don't lack having, but rather a mindset that we already have that really is unproductive and limited. And it leads into a negative thought process. And that thought process it has a lot to do with other people and really caring and thinking that the opinions of others really have a significance over your life and what you do. So what I want you to understand is the only way you can really tap into the power within you, that divinity that is you, is by not giving your power away to others and not allowing others' opinion affect what you do and don't do and the path that you're deciding to go on. That's the issue here, is that we often are putting a lot of weight into the opinions of other people, what other people are going to think. And you're scared of looking silly. You're scared of not looking your best and being this ideal, perfect image of success, or looking like you have already achieved that thing. And you fear looking like a beginner, looking like an amateur, looking like you have no idea what you're doing. And that often stops you from doing it. But the thing that's going to get you to the success of achieving that thing is, of course, doing the thing. So you have to disregard the opinions of others. You have to understand that they have no power over you. They are not the God of your universe. You are the God of your universe. And when you understand this truth and you understand that though their opinion, you may care about it, you may think that it matters, that part of you, that ego part of you that identifies with separation and, is trying to prevent you from feeling hurt and embarrassment is pretty loud in your mind right now. But as you listen to consciousness, as you listen to the aspect of yourself that is true, that is the core of who you are, that is ultimately God within you, then you recognize that, one, those things really, when you think about the past and when you cared about other people's opinions, does it really lay on you now? Does it really matter to you now? Probably not. So realize when you look back at old situations and accomplishments that you have achieved and being concerned about other people's opinions, that didn't stop you from achieving those things. Therefore, it shouldn't stop you now. The more you come into materializing and achieving your goals, the less you should be concerned about other people's opinions, because you recognize your God power, that God consciousness. You get closer and closer to that. And so you have to lean into that every time you are going to achieve a particular goal. So your job here isn't to consider the opinions of others. Yeah, if you have a partner, you might want to consult with them and say, listen, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I've committed to doing. And you might want their input. If you have children and you realize that your journey, your commitment to achieving this thing is going to impact them, you might want to clue them in and say, listen, Dad, Mom, I'm going to do this thing, and this is important to me, and this is how it may affect you in the short term and in the long term, right? Because most times in the short term, things can look like you're not getting anywhere. In fact, you're giving more than you're getting. And that is part of this, what I call abundant exchange. When you are on this quest of creating and materializing, a lot of times you are sacrificing energy, time, right? Sometimes even money to create this thing, to build up a momentum, to build a groundwork or a framework, a foundation to build this castle that you're dreaming of, right? To build on that. And sometimes you have to give more in the beginning. And over time, with trust, with faith, right, with commitment and constant action, being consistent and persistent, eventually the universe reciprocates everything that you've given. and thus gives it back to you, right? Because understand as well that you are not separate from the universe. So it's not about a co-creation here. It's about leading in the creation of that thing that you want. You are just going through the process of reprogramming your subconscious mind, moving forward, changing the dynamics of your belief system and your current environment in life, and thus creating a new reality for yourself. And so as you transform your reality into a reality that resonates with your consciousness, you understand that it takes sacrifice in order to do that. And when you make those sacrifices, that is when you let go of the power or the belief that the opinion of others has power over you. You let go of that because you realize that it has no significance. It has no true purpose for you, but the purpose that the ego identifies it to have. So it doesn't matter. When you let go of that and really tap into your own power, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when you truly tap into who you are. So keep moving forward. Don't care about the opinions of others. Don't care about what other people may think or say. You see, think about it this way. When you really care about the quote unquote negative opinions of others, it is really a projection from yourself. It is because there's a part of you that may criticize others for doing particular things. You think that either that is the norm to think about criticizing people, and so you have to really identify that within yourself. You see, the things you think people are doing, right, to you or against you or for you is essentially your reality being projected out, right? You are projecting that onto other people because that is how you think about other people. So it is an opportunity also to look at yourself. Recognize that, hey, if I think that other people are untrustworthy, then that is because I consider myself untrustworthy either too, right? So you want to be mindful about the way you are looking at others around you, because it is a reflection of ultimately how you see yourself. Now, when you care about the opinions of others, if those opinions are supportive, then great. Use that to support you, right? Use that to build up your confidence. Whatever it takes to get you moving forward towards that materialization of that goal, use it. If you are looking at others and thinking that they are criticizing you in a negative light, then you have to look within yourself. Look within yourself and ask yourself, why is that? Why is that the case? And it's because you, on some level, do that to others. And then there's an opportunity for you to go within and correct that thinking and realize that you don't like people judging you, so therefore you shouldn't judge them. So always come from a place of supporting others, even when you know that they may be, faking, lying. They may be really not intentional about what they're doing. Always wish people the best, because everybody is on this journey and we're doing the best we can with what we have. So when you recognize that and you see people putting in effort, right, recognize them, cheer them on, encourage them, just like you would like to be encouraged as well. So there are a lot of opportunities in this topic of opinions. And when you recognize that the opinions of others really should have no ground in what you do, understand also that when you are concerned about the negative opinions of others, that is because there is a part of you that projects a negative opinion on to what others are doing. You see, so disregard the negative opinions, let that go. Your ideas and your criticism of others really has no significance on them. And in fact, it's a waste of time for you. Recognize that your purpose here is to focus on creating the lifestyle, the life, the fulfillment that you desire, not worrying about what other people are doing. They are focused on their universe and creating the reality that they feel resonates with them. So you should focus that on yourself. Now, when it comes to supporting people, then that's a different story, of course, because the support of others is a reflection of you supporting yourself as well. So you see how there are many layers to this topic of really having opinions of each other and recognizing when there's a place for it and when in fact it's simply a waste of time and energy and takes away from your fulfillment and happiness. So understand that people, others, are not the God of your universe. They have no power over what you are deciding to create for yourself. Only you are. You are the God of your universe. You have ultimate say. You create your reality. So focus on creating the reality that you truly desire. Thank you so much. Feel free to go to drabundant.com, subscribe to my daily newsletter, also get access to this free ebook, The Power Within. When you subscribe, you will also get invited to my morning manifestation Monday meetings, which happens every Monday morning at 7 a.m. We do it in the morning because that is the time to get things done. Always remember that when you wake up in the morning, make sure you start your day exactly the way you want, right? Focus on the priorities of your life when you begin the day. Don't push it off to the end of the day, right? Pay yourself first isn't just about taking money and investing in what you value and building financial freedom. It's really about your actions. So make sure when you wake up in the morning and you're rested, and you have all this energy, focus on the things that are important to you. Your fitness, focus on your goals, focus on your ambitions, and then everything else will fall into place for the rest of the day. Trust me. If you focus on the things that are important to you in the beginning of the day, then your day will always be amazing and full of joy. All right. Thank you so much and continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.